At the end of every year and at the beginning of the new year, everyone around me, and I feel like just everyone in general, comes up with a bunch of New Year's resolutions that we don't really know if we can upkeep or not. But I want to come up with systems and do a proper reevaluation of my year and come up with actual ways to make my new year better for myself. This year, I feel like I definitely grew a lot as a person. I moved into a way bigger city. I live in a nicer place now, but there's still so many things that I feel like I'm yet to accomplish. One thing that I really want to do is make sure that everyone around me is financially secure, all the people that I love. That's the one thing that is going to take the longest to do, but I feel like will provide me the most inner satisfaction. At least it's the one thing that will create the biggest difference in joy. I feel like if my family, like my direct loved ones, my sisters, my parents, me, my girlfriend's family even, if we were all in a situation that we didn't have to worry at all about money, and like let's say you get into a car, your car breaks down, you go into a ditch. It would be so nice to know that everyone around me doesn't have to worry. Or if your car breaks down, it's not like, fuck, that's a $500 payment, I'm low-key cooked for the next month. It's like, no, you have someone that can help you out, you can lean on someone, and like we're all here to help each other, isn't it? And I really want to just put people in a situation that they're not worried about stuff like money. I've also realized though, that although money is what makes the world go round, and it definitely has such a large importance, and it's so hard to live a fruitful and just be happy when you're always worried about your finances. Once you start to build finances, it's not everything. I recently have been working in a more corporate area. It's in the assessment field. And in the last like 3 months, I've been noticing how much I used to shit on people that would go into teaching as a degree. But now I really understand the appeal to it. It's every single day you get a group of 20, 25 kids, and you just get to see them become better people every single day. And even when they're with you, you watch them grow, you pass them on, and you teach them things, and you just like watch them grow through all the next teachers that they go through. And every single year, they slightly become a better and better person until they become their like end goal of person that they're gonna be. And there's so much joy and satisfaction that I see now in the field of teaching that I once didn't see. And I don't want to be a teacher, that's not what I'm saying at all. But in the new year, I want to find a way to kind of relish that same feeling and feel like I'm helping people and make a positive impact without like teaching, obviously, because that's not what I'm interested in. I don't want to be in a room with a bunch of kids and teach them science, but I do want to have the same impact on a large group of people's lives. And like teachers, that's one of the roles that we're never going to forget about. I'm going to be 30, I'm going to be in my 80s, and I'm still going to remember Mr. Luchuk in grade 6, who coached basketball and coached curling, and like he was him. We'd go early to school, and we'd have lacrosse practice, and he would like try to put us on lacrosse. Like he was actually the GOAT. I'm always going to remember Miss Cousin. She taught me and my older sister. She taught my kindergarten teacher, Miss Nicholson. Like there's so many teachers that we're never gonna forget, and they'll always be in our minds. And I want to have that same impact on people, and it's so hard to do without teaching. But I don't know how to do it, to be honest. But I want to have that impact on people, and that's one of my New Year's resolutions. It won't be. It's obviously not like one of the goals that I'll reach next year, I don't think. But it's one of my North Star goals. Like one day I want to have a large impact on a large group of people in a positive way. I want people to look back and like think positively of me. I want people to think of like a moment in their life where they were struggling and I was able to help them overcome that. Even if like the time's passed, we don't talk, they don't see me, they're like, they think about a rough time in their life or a good time in their life and they think about how I positively impacted it. Or like, yeah, they just think about their life at all, they think about how I made a good impact on their life. I want that for myself and for other people. I want the best out of other people. I think that's what really brings joy to everyone. Even like I've been coaching a lot, and that's one of the few things that kind of brings that same type of joy. It's like I coach soccer, and I used to play college soccer, but coaching soccer now, it's like there are little things that I can see that the team can do it, but you just don't do it every time. Why don't you? And then the kids, you see them like learn why you do things, and then they do things better, and then they start to get it, and they're like, oh, and you just see it click in their brain. And you also see them like break barriers that they already have. The team that I'm coaching, they used to be a competitive team. No, sorry, they used to be a club team. What the fuck? They used to be a community team. So it was literally just like the lowest tiers. They would just play like pretty much just for vibes. Or the kids that their parents just signed them up and they just play for vibes. But this is their first year going into a club and competitive. And I could tell their brains, it takes a while for their brains to like shift. Because at first they're in the mindset, they just show up to practice, they kick ball for fun. But it's like, no, you come to practice now, you don't shoot before practice. The first thing we do is warm up. Before warm up, if you show up early, you can kick around with your team, like have a couple passes, do some rondos. But we don't just aimlessly take shots. That's how people get hurt. We don't do that before practice. Before practice, we do not like fool around. We get good touches on ball. We get communicating with our teammates. We start things early. As soon as we get to warm up, we can have combos in warm up. Obviously, I want the kids to be interactive. But warm up, you're getting sweat on. You're getting yourself warmed up. When we start the first drills, like we're talking. We're hey, yeah, to feet, yeah, play me. Like I want them to be locked in. But I could tell at first they're just like kind of hands on hips. But you see them grow, and it's one of those things that's so nice. And then we lose games, you lose games, and then you win a game, and then you win a game playing a different type of way, but the right way. And they're like, oh, like this is why we do what we do. Oh, and then they score a goal like with a pattern of play, and it's like, oh, we did that in practice. Oh, and then it just like slowly clicks, and it's so nice to see. And that's like I love soccer, but that's just soccer. Imagine like a field, not a field, but imagine like a situation where you can see them grow just as people. You see them make better decisions. You see them helping other people with things. You're driving home and you taught these kids grade 4 and you're driving home and you see one of them is stuck, so the other one has a shovel and they're like helping them dig out. And there's like a couple people pushing and it's like, oh, like I taught those two like play basketball for the other school that I coached them against. And it's like, yeah, you just love to see it. You love to see them grow. And I feel like, obviously, it won't be like kids, but I want to see people grow. I want to help people that are in a situation that they're stuck. I don't know how to help people though, but at first I need to help myself, and then I want to be in a situation that I can help other people, and then just have everyone helping other people. And that's what we need. We need collective collaboration. When I was younger, my father always used to say, he would always talk about family and stress the importance of family, and he always used to say that you can never do anything alone. When anything positive is built, it takes a community of people. Nothing is ever built alone. Even I was listening to, once again, to quote it, Modern Wisdom, and I don't remember the podcast. Once again, it was how to build like $1 million businesses, the new strategy or the new systems or something. And they were talking about how everything always starts with a solopreneur type vibe, and then they like learn the skill, grow the skills that they can, and then once they grow their skills to a certain point, other people get involved, and then that's when the thing actually grows. At the first point, it's like a shit product. Like Modern Wisdom, for example, he was talking about how he made a couple episodes. He was probably like 15 episodes in. Obviously there were good episodes, slowly getting better, getting better on camera, tone of voice gets better, you refine things, it gets better. And then he said now his same videographer came to him, Chris Williamson's, and he said like, oh, like I saw you doing this podcast, have you ever thought about getting like proper videography, like me and my friends are working on, like, we can actually come and set it up for you. And then now he has like this super high quality podcast that the audio is super high quality, the video is super high quality, and it started with Chris obviously putting the camera down, putting a microphone down, and just recording. But no growth really started to occur until other people came and started to help him. So obviously, everything that happens requires other people, and I want to be in a situation where I'm just like surrounded by other people that I help and they help me, and we just constantly feed into each other and we build each other up. And so we're all just like at this end point that we see. There are a couple people around me in my life right now that I can see have certain desires that I do. Like one of my friends, Gavin, 100%. One of my friends, Amara, 100%. They're the type of people that I'm like, they're not gonna, like, in our lives, we're all gonna work 9 to 5 jobs, and we're all gonna have 9 to 5 jobs, and we're all gonna be in situations that we have to get by. Like I worked a summer job where I literally work 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. every single day for 6 days a week. that was one of those I need money. I'm down bad and I like need to get by right now. That was one of those jobs. But we all have seasons like that we're in that time in our life. But there are people that I know for a fact are never gonna be stuck working a 9 to 5 job. Like when they have end goals and they're gonna reach end goals. There's so many people I talk to that I meet right now and I'm like, oh, so like what are you doing, man? Like what interests you? They're like, oh, football. I watch football every night, man. It's about not for me, man. Drinking beers, with the boys, you know. I'm good, man. And like that's an aspect of my life that I'm definitely missing out on. I'm definitely missing out on a lot of social aspects of my life that I need to get better at. I think these videos are helping me get better at talking, and I'm definitely getting a lot better at speaking to cameras now. But when I'm out in social aspects, I definitely could be a lot better at just interacting with people, being the first one to speak, being more like extroverted. But that's an aspect I can work on. But so many people do not have end goals. A lot of people that struggle with social skills as well. Also, a lot of people that struggle with social skills probably do not have end goals as well, which is the thing. These friends that I was talking about, and these other people that I was talking about, they definitely have like end goals that they are working towards. Everything they do guides them towards a certain point. They see themselves achieving this end goal, whether it's like a financial result or a goal, like a result, a result, like a result-driven result. Fuck, I don't know how else to say it. Like buying my mom a home, paying off my family's mortgage, bringing my parents from overseas, like whatever it is, bringing family from overseas, whatever it is. Everyone just has a different goal. Whatever it is, as long as you have a goal. I find there are so many people that don't have goals and they just really not take things day by day, because that's a good thing to be honest, but honestly just float through their days with no real intention. Like you're not on a boat rowing anywhere, you're just kind of laying there just being, not riding with the waves, but it's a storm and you're being flung whichever way and you're just taking it. Which some days and some seasons of life, that's 100% okay. But I don't think you can live your whole life just, I'll go to school, just, after I graduate, maybe I'll get a job and then we'll see if I like my job. And then if I like my job, yeah, I'll just stay in my job, I'll just work it, man, pay bills. Like it's one trip a year, 3 years, I can buy my girl. Like the rate I'm at right now, like I work a pretty comfy job, but the at I'm right now, it's like, buy a house soon, finance it, probably not put that much down because I'll like rush to buy a house. In like maybe 2-3 years, I'll save up enough money to buy my girlfriend like a good ring. We save up for another 2 years, splurge on a crazy wedding. We can afford probably 1, maybe 2 trips a year. Maybe 1 like luxury trip, maybe 2 like mid trips, pretty budgeted. I drive a beater. I could probably get another car soon, but I also have to finance. And then you just I feel like so many people get stuck in this trap of financing, which is not what I want for myself. I was out with my girlfriend the other day, and it was literally a swear word, me being like, finance. I don't remember what we were talking about, but I literally just wanted to bring up, like, we were talking about money. And I talked about people financing. And it was literally just like, is someone around me gonna like get mad? But it's crazy that the whole world revolves around financing. I know it's obviously a part of life, and some things you have to finance. I'm probably gonna have to, if I want to own a home at some point in my life, it's probably gonna be financed. I'm probably not gonna have, although it's my end goal to have this type of money, it's a long-term goal. It's not a short-term goal. And if short-term I want to have a house, I'm probably gonna have to finance a house. But I think it would be insane to try to finance a car and a home, because then you're stuck with paycheck come in, paycheck come out, paycheck come in, paycheck come out, paycheck come in, paycheck come out. But I want to live my life in a way that I have money that I can save, but I also want to know what hard work is. Every high achiever has achieved what they've achieved by doing some sort of like extraordinary task. Chris Williamson says this so much. not Chris Williamson or Alex Hormozy, one or the other. No, it's Alex Hormozy. You don't achieve extraordinary results by doing ordinary things. If you want to be extraordinary and if you want to be like insane compared to the normal person, you don't do what the normal person does. If the normal, like, it's literally everyone's asleep. Like, let's take a look right now. It's dark as hell. It's the buttfuck of the morning right now. Who's awake? Who's awake? See, this is my apartment building. All these lights are closed. Who's awake? Not many. There's not many lights I see, man. There's not many lights I see. But the lights that I do see, I'm certain that there are people that are at least thoughtful of taking themselves to a better place in their lives and trying to better themselves in some way, shape, or form. Crazy tangent I just went on. So we'll end it strong, and I'll talk about the actual New Year's goals. My New Year's goals for next year is to help people. I want to help as many people as I can, for one. Just be a positive impact in as many people's lives as I can, whether it's just holding the door for someone and saying, oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Take care, man. Have a good one. Just little things like that can be a positive impact on people and change their frame of thinking, even if it's just for 10 seconds, because that might be the 10 seconds that they need to just separate from life and realize that there is still good and they do have worth, because we all have worth. Another thing for the new year, I want to build constant bettering systems. The more I realize all of life is literally just built over systems. I was talking to my girlfriend about this yesterday also while we were sitting at dinner, and literally everything starts with just starting. Even like going to the gym, I was talking about as well. It's like you go to the gym, most people that are pretty buff did not just go to the gym their first day, know what they were doing, and just be locked in. It probably started with them going to the gym, not knowing what they were doing, but they just like went. And then they hit like, they found like some split that was shitty, but it was like back, like they just found the push pull legs. So they were like, okay, I really want to get big, so I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do push pull legs. So push is chest, shoulders, tricep. Pull is back and bi, and then legs is like legs, obviously. So then you start doing push pull legs for a couple weeks. You're like, damn, like I'm getting big. I'm getting big. It's looking nice. And then you start to plateau, and then you're like, oh, like my chest is getting big, but my biceps are kind of small. So then you start learning about different bicep exercises and how your back interacts with your bicep. And then you get this really good back and bicep routine. So then after like another 3 months of working out, your back and bicep routine is like peak, and you got that sorted. And then you realize your chest is lagging. So you figure out a couple new chest exercises, like a couple, maybe every other week you add in another chest exercise, or you switch up the chest exercise you're doing. And then you find a couple that you like, you stick to it, your chest blows up. 6 months later, you realize your legs are small. You're like, oh, like my legs are tiny, I need to lock it on legs. I haven't been hitting legs, my upper body's looking nice. And then you lock it on legs, you get that figured out. A couple weeks after that, you're like, oh, like my back, thighs are looking good, but my shoulders and triceps are kind of looking weak. So, and then you watch a TikTok because your whole like reels are just TikToks by this point. And then you realize, oh, I need to change my split. If I did arms on its own day, I could dedicate a bit more time to bicep, triceps, and shoulders, and I can like really just beat the shit out of them on one singular day. So then you change your split, and then over time you realize that different splits have different purposes, different workouts do different things, even though they all might be good, and then you just like better your systems. But it starts with you having like a baseline, and then you just slowly better things as you go. Because you have to know what you, like you're obviously, no matter what you start at, you're gonna be shit at it. But slowly you're just gonna slowly better it and better it and better it. But that's exactly what I want to do with my life. There's so many things that I think about all the time, so many things that I do, and all the things that I do, or all the things I think about doing, the things I think about doing, for one, I just got to start. And the things that I do, I want to every day, or at least every now and then, just refine, check my systems, and make sure that I'm doing them as good as I can. And as long as I do that throughout the entirety of 2026, I am certain that it'll be a good year by the end of the year. I want to look back at the end of the year and tell myself that I've made good progress and I am proud of myself. For the last year, actually, I'll save the year review for another day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it a lot.
I really, really, really appreciate it if you made it to the end of this video. There was no script. Just wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions. I kind of yapped a little, but I honestly really, really, really appreciate it if you listen. Thank you. Peace.